Not every spiritual experience you've had comes from God. Now, this might rattle some, difficult situations and difficult things that are coming up in your mind. If you've lately been experiencing spiritual experiences, not everything comes from God. And this is what you need to develop a discernment from. And this is what I've been guided to express this, because I'm a spiritual student. At the same time, I'm a student of truth, discernment, and absolute ardent, fan of God and bringing truth to the world. This, which is much more important to me than anything else. And I think this time is absolutely a critical time where we have to develop discernment. Have you had spiritual experiences where you have felt peaceful, but later questioned if it's really coming from God? Maybe you have like felt overwhelmed and saw some synchronicities. Maybe someone seemed deeply spiritual and trying to give you some experiences. There are a lot of like babas and gurus that are like, okay, we're going to awaken your kundalini. And not saying all of them are bad, and I'm not saying all of them are good too, but I'm asking you, and this is something God asks of as well. That is also the reason why Ganesha is like the first devata that is called upon, because he's also devata of discernment. You must develop your own filter of discernment. So, can spiritual experience be genuine, yet our interpretation can be mistaken? Today, I want to begin a series. Now, this is about spiritual discernment, not to tell you what to believe in, but to help you learn and discern the truth for yourself. Because nobody is teaching that, especially the ones who are doing dodgy business. They will never teach you discernment. They will never teach you how to purify your intention. Maybe they keep telling you to purify your emotions, change your thoughts, but what about intentions? The intention checking never happens. And when the intention checking is not happening, nobody is questioning their intention. So everyone is walking blind, right? So this is what is happening. I will also be sharing my own experiences, because I have been through organizations that have taught and not taught things. Okay. Why am I making this series? So over the past few years, I've walked through many experiences, deep, like beautiful moments as well, also experiences that forced me to ask difficult questions as well. So I realized something important. We spend years learning how to meditate, pray, manifest, awaken, and heal, but almost nobody teaches us how to discern. Discernment is one of the greatest spiritual gifts we can develop, and this is something that um, traditional teachings have it. We have it in our Upanishads. We have it in Bible. In every text, it's available. So this is what I'm going to bring light into, and we need to develop it for ourselves. It's not to bring fans and have a following, because I want to help my brothers and sisters, my community, my people, right? Many sincere people presume like this is the problem that's happening. Many sincere people assume if it feels peaceful, it must be from God. If someone quotes scriptures, they must be trustworthy. If there's a miracle, healing, or supernatural experience, it proves the teaching is genuine. But every major spiritual tradition warns us that assumptions can lead us astray. And this is the time, my dear friends, because this is a time of revelation. If we are not calling out right from wrong, we will be susceptible to it, because this is our learning curve. We are all getting churned in this together, and we need to come out of this together. We need to teach each other, right? So, universal wisdom, it says that this is where Jesus taught people to test spiritual claims. Krishna repeatedly calls Arjuna to viveka, discernment. The Upanishads encourage direct realization over blind beliefs. Sikh gurus warned against false gurus. Buddhism cautions against attachments to charismatic teachers. Across traditions, the message is remarkably similar. Seek truth, not personality. Now, any organization or like leaders, now it has become really like broken down, because over the years, uh, like dharma has gone down. Like even in Christianity, it has been broken down, and everywhere all dharma has like just broken down. But everyone at the end is like, the ones who are leading may have not pure intentions, and they just want you to lead them, lead, like just come and pray on us, the personality leading. And that is exactly what each dharma, each tradition, each collective, like each scripture has taught us not to do. So the four questions that I want to ask: does this make me more connected to God? That is the question. Or dependent on another human being? Now there are organizations that will constantly ask you, you need to pay and get in alignment. You are not in alignment, you need to continue paying, you need to continue donating, you need to continue coaching standards and all of that, whatever is happening. Is that making me come closer to God, or is that making me more dependent? Does this increase freedom? Number two, freedom. Upanishads all talk about freedom. Or is it making me increase fear? If they come to know, they're going to kick me out of the community. That's the first fear that happens if you're in the wrong place. Does this invite honest questionings, or you are getting punished for questioning? Does this produce humility? So what happens is, I've usually seen, like across the board, the toxic organizations, they will inflate your ego. They will give you an idea that you're better than others, even if they make you think that you are humble. But the disconnect from the other humans will actually give you that idea, oh, actually I am being arrogant here. Oh, I'm not responsible for how they think, and oh, I'm not responsible. So that is what is disconnecting you from humans. So if that is happening, there is inflated ego and pride coming in. There is no check happening, and definitely not the organization or the environment you should be in. So this series isn't about exposing individuals. It is about bringing light into your third eye so that you can have discernment for yourself. And it isn't about just the organization. It could be in corporates. It could be happening in your families. It isn't about attacking any religion. It isn't about creating any fear. It's about helping sincere seekers protect themselves and protect their relationship with God. Literally, we'll have to do this individually, my dear friends, it's at least at this time right now. So over the coming weeks, we're going to explore these topics: how to recognize spiritual manipulation, the difference between true guidance and control, why powerful spiritual experiences don't automatically prove the truth, how high control groups influence good people, and most importantly, how to build a direct, healthy relationship with God, grounded in wisdom, freedom, and discernment. If this resonates with you, subscribe to Shiv Shakti Consciousness. My hope is not that you'll agree with me. My hope is that you learn to discern for yourself. All right, my dear friends, that's what my message is. I am so excited about this journey, and there's a lot I want to share. We will be learning together, we will be growing together, and I'm open to receiving ideas as well, collaborations. Let's bring truth, because it's high time. I get so many people that I speak to that have been affected and afflicted with wrong leaders who have caused pain in the spiritual like space. But we need to help each other, and so that we can go towards God and only God. All right, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, guys.